Today we're making clay butterflies. You're going to get a ball of clay that looks like this. You can squish it around a little bit, but try to keep it in a ball shape because you're going to put your ball shape down on your mat and you're going to use your fist to start smashing it down flat. And notice how when I'm doing this, my hand is going in a circular motion because I want to make sure that it's flattened evenly on all sides. So I'm going in a circular motion and just pounding it flat. Once in a while I can flip it over and pound on the other side. Again in a circular motion. See how it's turning round? It's turning into a big pancake. I'm going to pound it just a little bit more. And then I'm going to check to see if it's the right size. So I'm going to grab my butterfly template and put it on. And I have enough room for the whole template. So that means I pounded it down to the right size. So first, before I cut out the template, I'm going to put some textures on my clay with these texture rollers. They're going to make our clay look and feel more interesting. So I'm rolling some textures onto the flat clay. Now I'll take my butterfly template and I'm going to use the stick tool to kind of draw around it. I'm kind of digging the tool into the clay around the butterfly template. It's like a cookie cutter. We're cutting a shape out from the clay. Now I'll take the template off. I can give it to somebody else who needs it. I'll remove the excess clay, the extra clay here. I'm going to need that soon. But first I'm just going to kind of smooth out the sides of my butterfly shape. Just make sure they're all nice and smooth. Now I'm going to use my extra clay to make the body and the eyes of my butterfly. So I'm going to peel off just a little bit for the eyes, and now I'm going to use this chunk to make the body, and I'm going to roll a coil. So look how I'm rolling it between my hands. So it's kind of going into a long coil shape. I can also roll it on my mat if I want to. And it should be about the same size as the butterfly, maybe a tiny bit longer because it's going to go in the middle and be the butterfly's body. So that's a good length. Now to make it look like a real butterfly's body, I'm going to pinch it in two places. One up here to make the head, and then one down here to make the abdomen and the thorax, because butterflies have three parts to their body: the head, the abdomen, and the thorax. So if you pinch it once at the top and once at the bottom, you'll have those three parts of the butterfly's body. Now before I put the body onto the wings, I'm going to do something silly and use this toothbrush dipped in water. I'm doing something called score and slip. Score means to scratch the surface, and slip means to get the clay wet. So I'm just rubbing it with the wet toothbrush right in the spot where I want to put the butterfly body. This acts as clay glue. So the body won't stick if you don't use the toothbrush and score and slip. So it's a really important thing to remember. Your butterfly will fall apart if you don't score and slip. So I'm just making sure I have the body on there good. I'm smoothing it out. And after this, I'm going to make two eyes for my butterfly. So I'm going to take some little chunks off of this piece of clay, and I'm going to roll two little balls for the eyes. So I'm rolling it in my hands in a circular motion to make a ball. So there's one eye. I'll take a little bit more, roll it around in my hands in a circular motion, another ball for the eye, but I can't just put them on like this. I have to score and slip. Remember, that's clay glue. So I'm using the toothbrush to scratch and also getting it wet. This is going to help the eyes stick to the butterfly and not fall off. Then I can put them on. Now last, I'm going to take my stick tool and I'm going to poke two little holes into the eyes to look like pupils. I'm also going to poke two holes into the top of the wings. So watch where I put these holes. One here at the top of the wing, and then another in kind of the same spot on the other side. This is going to be for when we're done with our butterflies, we can use a string to hang them up. And then very last, I'm going to put 2 little holes at the top of my butterfly's head. This is where we're going to stick the butterfly's antennas eventually. So 2 holes in the wings, 2 holes in the head, 2 holes for the eye pupils. Now I do have extra clay, and I'm going to put that clay back into a bag so that we can use it for another clay project another day. And here is my clay butterfly ready to dry and go into the kiln.